Greetings, Mason Storm here. On today's episode, I thought I would show my template for how I make my hot wings. Now, I have a variable heat level, and I'll show that a little bit later. Let's get started. So for cooking these, I'm going to be making them in the air fryer. I have a couple different air fryers, and they have different cooking mechanisms. Your standard issue is a wire rack. Now, if you want to use one of these, put parchment paper on it. I don't know where my parchment paper is, but they have special small size that you can use on wire racks. That way it's a lot easier to clean afterwards, because that's kind of a little bit of a pain. That air fryer also has this basket thing, which does work, but it's incredibly difficult to clean the inside of this. So instead, I'm going to be using my other air fryer, which is a Tefal. It's rotary style. Keeps the chicken moving around, while at the same time is quite easy to clean. So we just add in all of our chicken, then we can go and move our air fryer over to the stove where I got a plug to plug it in, and we'll turn it on and we'll set our timer for about half an hour. Perfect. And now we just kind of let it do its thing. So you may be wondering, it's like, if these are hot wings, why aren't they all spiced? And the answer to that is quite simple. But if you spice your wings too much beforehand, especially in this frying apparatus style, what will happen is that you'll just cook all of the spices on them and make quite a mess. And you might lose a lot of the spice factor. A lot of it can kind of get roasted off of it. So I like to do a post cooking spice process, and I think a lot of restaurants do this as well, where they deep fry the wings, and then when they take them out of the deep fryer, they put them in a bowl with the spices or whatever and go to town with them, and that's how they make their hot wings. There's other styles of wings you can make where you bake them in the oven and you spice them that way, like a little bit of a more mild thing. If you just had like a little bit of pepper on them, that can be quite good in the oven. Same with chicken parmesan wings, they can be baked as well. It really depends on what you're trying to accomplish, but for me, the air fryer works fabulous for making the hot wings. So once this thing is done processing, we can move on to doing our spices. Now, as far as our spicing is going to go, I have several different hot sauces I use. So I got the Frank's, got the Sriracha, got my ghost pepper, my Caspian extract, and my Reaper pepper stuff. I don't have a crazy collection of hot sauces, but I probably have something that can bring most people to their knees in excruciating pain. Now, if you wanted to make something a little bit more mild, you could mix a combination of Frank's and ketchup, and that can give you kind of more of a mild hot sauce. But I want something a little bit stronger, so I use the Frank's as the base, and then what I decide to add to it will kind of determine its heat level. And I'm going to go with the ghost pepper stuff here. It kind of takes it up a notch, makes it a little bit hotter. You don't usually need that much of it. It's a fairly strong and spicy spice, and this particular version of the ghost pepper sauce that I have has a real good kind of lingering flavor to it that is far superior than a pure Caspian style extract, which is just painful. And now we're just going to add our wings to our sauce, and then we can simply toss the sauce and get it all over the wings, and that's the entirety of the process. It is so easy to make the hot wings, and it takes a little while to get the confidence up to do the proper flipping mechanism here, but you can also just use tongs and kind of rotate them in there. In fact, the smart thing to do would probably be to do multiple batches with your wings. That way it's a lot easier to do than overfilling the bowl and having difficulty getting coverage on all of them. But my little technique there seems to work pretty good, and that's our hot wings. I'm just gonna go enjoy these now. Let me know in the comments below how you make your hot wings, or how hot you make them. And if you like my content, please like and subscribe. And until next time, stay awesome.